Alright, so this game I'm going to be playing Poppy against Yorick. Not exactly the most fun matchup ever, but it's survivable, I guess. That will be the word I'll use. So pretty much what's going to happen is I can't really push him out of lane because he actually just trades better than me because his goals will just constantly hit me and there's not much I can do about that. But what I will do is basically buy cloth armor, stack Doran's blades, get as much sustain as possible, and then just gear for late game. Because I know that I can't beat him early game because he's just gonna outtrade me every single time with his goals. If I try chasing him, he can slow me. If I don't chase him, then well, there's not much I can do against him basically. So what's I'm just gonna go with cloth armor, probably go build into something like 2 Doran shields, Vamp Scepter, and I should be fine once I have that because I'll have enough sustain to keep myself in lane, and that'll just help me a lot. So So the reason that I walked out of the bush there was to drag the creep waves that follow me for a bit. This will actually force the creep wave to push in my favor very, very slightly. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough to make a difference. But I am taking a lot more last hits than he is, so I am going to have a push toward my side once again. Right now, it's pretty much just a farm fest. He doesn't really do much to me yet. I have 5 potions to basically just sustain myself in lane, and nothing much will happen at this point. I'm just going to be farming, have to watch out for a gank. Like, there's actually a ward up here thanks to Soraka, so that's really nice of her. So that will help me out a bit, and that'll just let me, play a bit more aggressively than I normally would. So right now, I was considering backing, but then I was like, no, the creep wave is not really at his tower yet. I really want to push it to his tower before I decide to back. He is harassing me with his goals as expected. He does have a Meki Pendant, which means that he's going to have enough sustain for his mana to basically just constantly harass me. There's not much I can do about that. So I'm considering backing once again. I decided to back here. I will pick up probably boots and a Doran shield. Oh, no, I actually pick up potions, war, Doran shield. So Doran shield is nice because it gives me extra armor. And all of Yorick's minions basically do physical damage. His initial cast does do magic damage, but the actual physical attacks from his minions are physical. So the reason I gain Doran shield is just so I can take less damage from those. So we actually do pick off Master Yi over there. That was actually a pretty fortunate catch. He was trying to invade our jungle, and we just kind of closed on him and easily picked him off. Mundo landed 1 cleaver, and he was basically done. So I'm back to farming. Right now, CS is 38 to 36. So I am not really behind. Like, I'm doing quite well right now, and I just want to continue my farm. I don't expect to be able to ever do anything in Yorick for a very long time until late game, so I'm just going to keep myself as sustained as possible. Keep myself as high HP so I don't die, and I should be fine if I do that. So there, Tristan actually just picked up a double kill, and that's really going to hurt us. Yorick actually picked up a kill on Mundo, which gave him red buff. That is going to hurt me a lot. Mundo actually should not have gone to invade because, first of all, I'm Poppy. I can't really do too much to help him in an invasion. Morgana was also not kind of busy in mid. So it's kind of a small mistake from him. So, I just tell my team, relax, no worries, be happy, we'll be fine. And so I do pick up another Doran shield and Vamp Scepter. So I'm actually pretty tanky right now. It's going to be tough for Yorick to kill me, but he does have his red buff. And that's going to make things really difficult on me. So, yep, he's just casting his goals. I just have to run away. If he hits me with red buff, I'm pretty much dead. Well, not dead. I'm just going to be pushed out of lane very quickly. So the reason I have Vamp Scepter is just so I can sustain myself. I am actually maxing my W over my Q just so I do more damage so I can regen faster. So, yep, get some creep kills, hit his minions, nothing too exciting. Farm. And right now I'm just focusing on getting every single last hit here. Oh, I was trying to. I missed maybe like 2 or 3. Not the worst thing ever, but still should not be missing those, but it's fine. Nothing too big. So yeah, now his red buff's out, I can actually start playing a bit more forward because he can't really catch me. I just have to run away from him pretty often because his minions do enough damage to push me out of lane. So here I have a Ninja Tabbies just so I take even less damage from his minions. And basically my entire goal right now is just to farm as much as possible and just keep myself in lane. So I have 80 CS to 78. Pretty good amount. I'm doing pretty well. Plus I have the assist. He does have a kill though, so he is actually ahead. I just decided to take his rates for good measure. because I really don't want to deal with him. We actually do go for his red, and we should easily be able to pick this up. So yeah, Mundo takes red. We consider going for a dive. Mundo actually went into tank the tower before I got my ult off, so that was kind of a mistake on his end. If he didn't if he didn't run in first, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten a kill on Yorick, because all that would have happened is I would have tanked the tower, Mundo would have hit him with red buff, and Yorick would have been pretty much dead. But because Mundo took the damage first, tower was focusing him down, and he couldn't continue to dive. So it's a mistake from Mundo's end, and I should have run him faster, I guess. So right now, all I want to do is farm. There's not really anything going on in the map that really requires my attention, so I'm just getting as much CS as I can. I'm gearing for late game. I am going to go with Hex Tech first because of the extra sustain it provides me. Normally I do go for Trinity, but in this case, I realized against champions that you require sustain against, going with Trinity is actually extremely, it's not a bad choice, but it basically forces you to play very, very aggressively. Because if you don't kill them, they're going to push you out of lane. And once they push you out of lane, then you're just going to lose. So going with Hex Tech first against high sustain champions is nice because you can also have really heavy sustain. And it's really hard for them to push you out of lane. So yep, he just slowly doing damage to me at the tower. Pretty painful actually. Like those goals, the damage adds up pretty quickly. So Morgana was coming up, but Yorick obviously has the ward out because he backed off immediately as he saw her head up. So I'm just going to back off here. So Mundo actually wants to go for a kill here. That's actually surprising. I did not want him to do this because I was actually backing. So Mundo actually goes and gets killed. I didn't have enough mana for my ult, so I couldn't actually kill him. So Mundo's pretty pissed about that. Not much I can do there. So I mean, my bad, I guess. So I just say, you know, my bad. Sorry, I'm horrible, and just continue on my way. So right now, we're doing pretty well. Mundo's died a few times. So did Yi. Like both the junglers are doing kind of not so well at the moment. Like Yi has 4 deaths. Mundo has 3 deaths. Everyone else in the game is doing pretty okay. It's kind of strange. Doesn't usually happen that way. So right now he has red buff once again, and he has Trinity, so I can't really trade with him. I don't know why it says there's 2 Trinities. That's kind of crazy. That'd be awesome, though. Stacking Trinities, yeah. But, so Mundo's getting killed by Yorick. I can't exactly do anything there. He tries to send a surrender vote. I'm definitely not surrendering. We have absolutely no reason to surrender. Like, we're honestly not in a bad spot. Well, I first picked Poppy, so I mean, there wasn't much choice in the matter. Like, Yorick was picked after me, and it's fine. So right now, I can't really trade with him that well. He's actually just taking my tower down and taking the tower as he pleases. It's kind of frustrating because I can't actually do anything to him. So he's easily going to take my tower down. Not much I could do. So right now, it's just he's pushed up again, so I can just farm as much as I want. I might have to go help my team later, but it's fine. So there's like some sort of big argument going on in all chat. He actually pops his ultimate to try to kill me, which is completely impossible, to say the least. I can always charge something to get away. I can just, you know, run away with my W. It's just not going to happen. Like, basically, what you want to be doing against Yorick as Poppy is just farm as much as possible. You're not really expected to get a kill. As long as you don't die and feed him, it's not really an issue. So I see that there's a lot of them middle. I actually decided to just continue pushing. I want my gunblade, basically. So now I have it, I'm just going to back off and pick it up. So I'm actually pretty strong now. I'm pretty tanky with 2 Doran's blades. I have 2k HP, which is more than I usually have at this point in the game. Mundo is getting killed. So I actually see Yorick here. We just go for him. And we easily pick him up. Like, he's dead, yeah. That gave me quite a bit of gold, actually. So that was actually extremely good on our end. feeding Poppy that much gold is not generally a good idea, to say the least. So back to farming. Farm, 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 farm. Nothing too big. I am gonna go for a Trinity next. Like, I need the mana pool, so I'm definitely gonna pick up Sheen. Like, even if I don't get Sheen, I just want a mana crystal or something to give me more mana, because having only 665 mana is not really enough, especially because I like chasing people around so much. So Kale actually decides to go on me. Kind of a strange decision. I actually just pick her off, or yeah, we pick her off, and then like we just turn around the rest of our team. But the rest of their team is coming, so we kind of have to run away. So Morgana is actually just gonna die here. And not much is happening. Like, Yi tries to check our blue out. He puts a ward down in this bush right here, but Soraka immediately kills it. Like, Soraka has an oracle. I'm not sure why Yi tried to put a ward there. Kind of a strange decision. So right now I sell my ward and pick up a Sheen, because the extra damage output will be really helpful. Plus, the mana pool is nice, and everything about Sheen is just good. And let's see what happens. We know Tristan is bottom. We can force a forward 5 right here. Muno actually decides to go bottom. I think Muno is actually like, he literally didn't ignore the rest of our team, and he's not even like, I think for the rest of the game he hasn't actually come for any more team fights. So I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So right now Yorick is a pretty big threat. He has 218 CS. I have 200. He has 3 kills. I have 1 kill and 2 assists. So strength wise, I'm actually probably more threatening just because I'm Poppy, and I do a lot of damage. Yorick does a good amount, but it's whatever. Yeah, so while they're killing Muno down there, I just decided to take tower, and they don't actually come chase me, so that's fine. They try to do Baron. An interesting choice. Morgana can just go in. I can just go in, and we just kind of mess with their team. Like, we blow up Master Yi. I'm actually just chasing down Gragas here. Don't know if we can catch him. I actually do. Okay, so that's cool. And we actually do pick up Baron, even without our junglist. So I'm not like, what happened there was